Yo, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we'll be playing what I think might be the best Boss Bandit deck in all of Clash Royale. We have this really aggressive Goblin Drill spam deck, and I think the Boss Bandit is just a perfect fit in this deck. If you guys don't have Boss Bandit unlocked, you can always play something like the Knight instead, but I think the Boss Bandit is really nice because you get really good defensive value out of it, but also very good pressure as well, so it's kind of just like an all-in-one card for this type of deck. I may actually go for the Boss Bandit in the back here soon, but we'll see. I guess I'll let that go, and then I'll just cycle the Boss Bandit right here. Not exactly sure what this guy's going to be running, but could be some sort of beatdown deck by the looks of it. Oh, it's actually P.E.K.K.A. Okay. I don't know if Boss Bandit will actually do too well here, guys, because I think Boss Bandit really is broken against cycle decks, but it can struggle sometimes against beatdown, so we'll see what we can do here. His P.E.K.K.A. is also getting quite a few level ups as well, which I don't love to see. This guy probably does have a balloon, so if he goes for a loon on the other side, we can always... Okay, I was going to say we can always Goblin Drill, but never mind. It's actually not even going to be balloon right here. Man, this level 15 P.E.K.K.A. is tanky. Ram Rider does luckily die, though, just in the nick of time. E-Drag also does die as well. Okay, that's not too bad, and I think right now his cycle is kind of bad, so we could potentially get a decent Boss Bandit off here. This guy's cycle right now is like guards and ice wiz and stuff like that, but he has no P.E.K.K.A. just yet. He's one card away from P.E.K.K.A., so at least we have that going for us. We do have our ability here, but honestly, I'm not really sure if it would actually do too much. I feel like it won't really do too much as of right now. Okay, now we could try to pop it, maybe. I mean, it's not the best ability ever, but it does do something, I guess. We can also pressure here in case he goes for a P.E.K.K.A. Yeah, he does go in for that P.E.K.K.A. Look at the Boss Bandit, though. It's doing some pretty good work here. It does get countered, but it still forced out a lot of elixir out of him, so I'm pretty happy with that. We do also have our Evo Snowball right now, guys, which could really help us break through because it kind of just pushes stuff backwards, so maybe with that we're going to be able to get some sort of damage on his tower, hopefully. Nice defensive Goblin Drill right there, and we can just pressure now and see if we're going to be able to break through or not. Let me try to go for this. Hold up, hold up. Did I cook with the Evo Snowball? I did! Nice! Guys, look at that connection there. We just take his entire tower because of an Evo Snowball. P.E.K.K.A. just got stuck for some reason. And wow, I think that's game over already. And we just have to defend right now. Let's see if we can. I think we should be able to just fine having our Evo Cannon and everything. Man, Evo Cannon is so good right now. Wow, that fully killed the E-Drag right there. Man, that was such an easy win. I'll see you guys in the next match. We're up against an Inferno Dragon, apparently. You know, guys, the Boss Bandit ability will actually be pretty good against stuff like Inferno Dragons and just a bunch of random things, because when you face something like that, you can actually just pop the ability and it will reset an Inferno Dragon or an Inferno Tower or whatever. You know, any type of heat card or anything like that, which is actually pretty nice. I guess I'll just play my Bats here up high for the Battle Healer. This looks like it could be a Golem deck, potentially. And as always, the Battle Healer is going to be pretty annoying since we do have Poison, and Poison gets sort of countered by the Battle Healer. Okay, actually, it might be not Golem. It might be Elixir Golem. But he does have the Lumberjack, which is kind of throwing me off. Yeah, it looks like more... It looks more like an Elixir Golem deck, but I am a little bit thrown off right now, so we'll see what his final cards are going to be. Because Golem never has Rage. Yeah, he has Elixir Golem after all. We can just go for our Bats here up high. Hopefully they are going to do a good job to kill the Night Witch, and we just need this evolved Lumberjack to get out of here ASAP. Okay, you know what? That's going to kill most of my Boss Bandit and everything, but it does actually stay alive with just a few HP. I'll even pop the ability just so the tower doesn't target it. That was kind of worth it, I would say. I think that ability was genuinely pretty good. It takes off half the Battle Healer's HP. Goblin Drill does get quite a bit of damage, but he actually got quite a bit of damage on my own tower as well. I didn't even realize he got that much damage on my tower. Also, guys, you can always play guards over skeletons in this deck, but I put the skeletons because I feel like with Boss Bandit, it's a bit too expensive if you also have the guards in your deck as well. I'll Boss Bandit on the opposite side here just to maybe try to force him to respond to it and play some elixir on the other side. I don't know if he will defend, though. He probably won't defend. He's an Elixir Golem player, man. This is probably going to be a big push coming our way. We can actually pop our ability and see if that does anything. That's actually a really good ability. That would have gotten countered super easily had we not popped our ability there, so it goes to show that the ability definitely can be pretty good sometimes. We get another ability off for the Boss Bandit, which does allow it to charge to the tower once again, getting massive damage. Wow, amazing start, actually. I could snowball the Night Witch, but I'll just let it go, I guess. I don't really care about taking his tower right now because I'm pretty sure we can. We just have to make sure that we can actually defend first. That's really the important thing. We don't really have too many ways to kill this evolved Electro Dragon right now, but I think we'll be able to. Yeah, okay, with our tower helping, we're definitely going to be able to. I was just going to say we're going to be able to chip it down probably, and yeah, we were able to pretty easily. We're going to get our drill off here, guys, and he's probably going to go for something, which we can just then Evo Snowball onto. And now this guy's tower is probably going to fall. Boss Bandit almost takes the other tower. He actually does barely save his tower there somehow. I'm actually pretty surprised he saved his tower there. Elixir Golem does get pulled back. This guy goes for the yawn emote. We can just send the GG here. And, yeah, we do take a pretty easy win. We're in the next matchup against Aladdin, I think. Bro, is this guy's name genuinely the Hog Screaming emote? This guy's name genuinely might be the Hog Screaming emote. But anyways, guys, I kind of just want to talk about the overall state of the Boss Bandit. I saw a lot of people saying it's going to be completely overpowered, and I myself always thought that it would actually come out maybe a little bit weak or just kind of on the balanced side, and it seems like I was probably correct. It seems like it is relatively balanced. I would say it could be either a little bit too strong or a little bit too weak, but I don't think it's game-breaking or deserving of a buff or something like that either, so it seems like it's actually in a relatively good spot. Boss Bandit does take out the majority of the Goblin Brawler right there, pretty surprisingly actually. Didn't really expect it to do that well. Gonna have to go for my Spear Goblins here because Bats would have just died to the Electro Spirit, but looks like we have a pretty good defense right there against Recruits. Recruits will be a little bit interesting. I'm kind of curious to see if the Boss Bandit can maybe get us some good offensive value. You know, in the worst case, the Boss Bandit can help us cycle more Goblin Drills with the 3-card cycle that Champions give, so I guess that's a good thing. We could Poison right here. Maybe I could have saved my Poison because he probably has a Flying Machine or something, but I think it should be okay. Because we have a pretty quick cycle anyways, so yeah, I think we'll be fine. Hopefully. We could just go for the Bats here, because I know he has E-Spirit, so if I let him get to that, he's just going to go for that inevitably, and we're just going to get wrecked, so yeah, this should be good here. We can snowball on that and probably get some late Spear Goblins down as well. And I think we should be okay. Never mind. Yeah, we're just going to lose our whole tower. Yay. Love when that happens, man. Bro, there's nothing I can do here. Honestly, I'm not even sure what I did wrong right there. I feel like it's just going to be very awkward for us in this type of matchup. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. This will just definitely be an awkward battle here. Hopefully, we're able to make things work. I will go ahead and Poison right there. He's probably going to spell it down. Yeah, he does go for the arrows of his. We do have our Evo Snowball right now, so maybe our next drill push we can actually get some nice damage using the Evo Snowball. We'll see about that, though. Watch him Recruits the Bridge. Yeah, of course he would. Of course he would, dude. I'm just going to get this going here, and I guess we kind of have to Poison on that. Don't really have much of a choice, to be honest. He does play the Piggies straight into the Poison. Very interesting choice right there. And guys, he played a lot of his stuff, so I feel like maybe we can actually get our Boss Bandit going here. And hopefully get some sort of chaining happening right here. We can also tank for our drill using the Boss Bandit, which is going to be pretty nice as well. So hopefully stuff works out for us here. We can just Poison here. He's definitely going to play something. Yeah, he does play that. We can also Evo Snowball, see if that gets us any more tower damage. Nice, look at that Evo Snowball value, guys. Love to see it. Wow, that's going to take most of his tower. This guy is truly Hog Screaming right now because his tower is just about gone. He does go in for the Flying Machine there, but we could just Poison everything. That's going to hit the tower, kill the Flying Machine, maybe get us a Goblin Stab on the tower. Yeah, we do get the stab there, and that is game over. Alright, we're in the next match. I'll just play my split Skeletons right here. We can also split Bats as well. I'm going to be kind of aggressive right now with my Goblin Drill. With this deck, you definitely do want to play pretty aggressively because your defense is good, but it's sometimes a little bit hard to defend certain pushes, so you just have to make sure you're playing aggressive so that way you kind of keep your opponents on their toes and don't really allow them to make the proper pushes that they actually want to make. Boss Bandit. Boss Bandit. Luckily it went backwards, guys. I do not know on what sort of vacation my Boss Bandit just went on, but hey, at least we countered that Mega Knight, man. I was kind of worried for my life right there. I don't know why it just went to the opposite lane for no reason, but hey, at least we defended things. This guy just has probably some sort of Mega Knight bait deck, I guess. And, I don't know. We do have the Boss Bandit to counter the Mega Knight at least. We'll have to see how it does against it. Seems like right there it did pretty decent, but I wonder how it's going to do when the Mega Knight is going to be evolved and stuff like that. It'll probably be pretty interesting to see. We could just go for our poison right here. It's going to be kind of hard to fully kill the Archer Queen, though, because poison plus snowball just barely does not do enough damage to kill an Archer Queen. So you're going to have to get some sort of DPS down on the Queen. We're probably going to force his ability here with the Spear Goblins, or it will just pretty much kill the Queen. I mean, it's on 1 HP, but that's not really going to do too much at this point. I'll go for my early cannon here because a Mega Knight could potentially come down at the bridge right now in a second, so we have to be ready for that. I guess I'll just snowball on that. That's honestly kind of worth it. Yeah, I would say that's worth it. We can also Spear Goblin. It's going to probably force out something because the tower of his is pretty much out of ammo. That's not too bad, actually. I don't really want to waste my Boss Bandit, so I'm just going to go for this cannon. Misses the wall breakers. Why did that happen? I guess I'll just poison right here. Kind of aggressive, but I just want to get some damage at this point, man. I took too much damage from those wall breakers. We actually are winning at this point, though, surprisingly. I don't even know how I'm winning. That's a fat snowball. Pull that back! Bro, how? Does that not pull it back? Dude, Mega Knight is illegal, man. That was an illegal Mega Knight right there. I don't know how that didn't work. I mean, I guess because it was like mid-air right as I snowballed it, but still, man, I thought that would work. Boss Bandit does get on the tower there. That's some very good damage. Not tower down or anything like that, though, but still pretty good stuff. I'm just going to go for a Goblin Drill right here. He's most likely going to just play his Mega Knight onto it, but at least our bats are here, which are going to support it a little bit. We could get a nice poison there hitting the Goblin Gang, as well as the Archer Queen, too. And I'll just play my Spear Goblins up high, try to force out his ability, maybe. Or just kill the Queen. Okay, perfect. We could play our Bats here up high. Should counter the Bandit, I believe. I am going to Snowball right here, and that means we're going to get to our Evo Snowball as our next Snowball that we play, which is quite good, actually. Because the Evo Snowball plus Goblin Drill is pretty much unstoppable. A lot of decks literally can just not stop a Goblin Drill evolved Snowball push. There's not much you can do about it. I mean, they literally just play anything, you snowball it away, and then the drill just guaranteed gets to the tower. That's a good game. Alright, I'll put my Boss Bandit right here. I feel like it's not as risky to go for your Boss Bandit first play as it is with some other expensive cards because you can always reposition it on the map using your ability. I actually might try to pop the ability here in a second. Yeah, I'll just go for it. I don't know if this will really do anything, to be honest. Okay, maybe that didn't really do as much as I was hoping for it to do, but that's actually okay, though. We could actually pop our ability here, and then that maybe should kill most of the Executioner. That's not terrible. I mean, we didn't really get any damage, but we still killed everything, so that's good. Spear Goblins do get on the tower there for a little bit of damage. We could just poison the pump. I want to say this guy could have Golem, but I'm not really sure why he would have Executioner in that case, so I'm not really too sure, actually. We could probably get our king up here off this E-Drag. Come on, E-Drag, what are you doing? Okay. Okay, those are actually beautiful skeletons right there. He does go in for the battle healers, so Boss Bandit will probably die to that, but we're still going to be in a pretty good spot. That's actually a really nice snowball. Okay, beautiful snowball right there, man, pushing all of his stuff back. He actually may have Elixir Golem as well. It could be either Golem or Elixir Golem. Oh, it is Golem, after all. Alright, hopefully we're able to kill stuff here. Hopefully he doesn't have any great way to kill my bats, guys. We just have to pray about that. We do have our Evo Snowball, which is going to be really good if we even need it, actually. Come on, kill the battle healer, please. Okay, hopefully that helps us a little bit, that Evo Snowball. You know what? I think that works. Yeah, we can just go for the bats here as well. Should kill that. Never mind, but we are still in a relatively good spot. I think I will go for a very late poison right here on the pump. It's probably still worth it, but we're definitely down quite a few elixir right now, and we're going to have to defend a huge Golem battle healer push. It's not really an issue to defend a Golem push, but it is kind of an issue to deal with the battle healers sometimes. The battle healer definitely is going to be fairly annoying, I would say. He's probably going to Golem the bridge here. Yeah, of course he does. Well, that's not too good for us, I guess. Come on, man. Please tell me we're able to kill stuff here. See, we can normally kill everything. It's just the darn battle healer keeps on making everything survive longer than it should. Come on, push that back. Okay, nice, beautiful. Guys, look at the Boss Bandit go. The Boss Bandit is actually doing quite a great job right now at countering all of his support units. I did not expect that to defend so well for us. We do have our Evo Snowball, but I don't really have the time to go for it right now. If I was really quick, I could have gone for it, but I didn't get it in my hand until it was a little bit too late, so probably for our next Goblin Drill push, we can maybe go for the Evo Snowball, and I think he probably has no way to stop this right now. Yeah, he's probably going to go for like a Battle Healer or something, but we can actually just evolve Snowball here. We don't hit the E-Drag, but it really doesn't even matter either way. Boss Bandit does connect, and that's game over.